Hey class, so today we are going to learn about Windows and the interface with Microsoft Word. So let's get straight into it. Here we can see that we have the Microsoft Word interface. This is a blank document that I've just got going here, and we're going to learn this window starting from the top down. So let's begin in the upper left-hand corner. First, we have the Quick Access toolbar. This gives us access to some key tools that we need just in case, and we can also edit it. So we have the autosave, the regular save, we have the undo, we have the retype tool, and we can even customize it here by adding a couple of extra tools to the Quick Access toolbar. In the middle, we have the name of the document, and if we're in autosave mode, we can even change the name of the document here and change where it is saved in our OneDrive, all within this top menu bar here. Then we can see that we're signed in. This gives us lets us know what account we're using. The buttons over all the way in the corner are unique buttons that are in pretty much all Windows programs. You're going to have the minimize button, which is going to minimize the program down into the task tray, and you can see Word sitting there, and even when I hover over it, it will give me the name of the document. And if it's going to work for me, it might not behave right now. Usually we'll give you a preview as well. Next button over, we have the Restore Down button. The Restore Down button is going to minimize the window into a smaller window that we can then drag and move around the desktop. We can then hit the Maximize button to bring us back into full screen mode. Next is the Close button, which is going to close down the program and exit us out of this window. Next area down is the ribbon. So the ribbon is where most of our tools live in Word. And we have lots of different tabs within the ribbon. And these are contextual tabs that have the different tools that we need that are related to the name of that tab. Each tab also has groups. So we can see here we have a clipboard group on the Home tab. We already learned a little bit about the clipboard. Word gives us some more tools with the clipboard to maximize its use. We also have the Font tab for changing the way that a character looks on in our document. Then we have the Paragraph, which has to do with lines and paragraphs and spacing between the different lines and borders and things like that. We have the Styles, which are preset styles for us. We have editing and other groups as well. So sometimes if you have a question, I might say, hey, look in the Paragraph group on the Home tab, and you can look in that group and find the tool. So in any Windows program, and in this course, there are going to be certain kinds of shortcuts and certain ways to manipulate a program without having to use the keyboard. That's one of the beautiful things about computers, is we can actually navigate around without using the keyboard. So on Word, if we hit the Alt key, we get these little dark gray boxes that are now called key tips. And these key tips allow us to quickly access different parts of the ribbon. So, for example, if I want to get to the Insert tab, I can press N here. It automatically gets me to the Insert tab, and then from the Insert tab, it even gives me different tools that I can access. So let's say I want to insert an online picture. I can press the F key, and that gets me to online pictures. Now I can use my mouse and select a picture. Let's put in a nice little apple here, and we'll insert an apple. Now you may notice something when I insert the apple. There are two new tabs that just show up. There is now the Drawing Tools Format tab, which shows up, and the Picture Tools Format tab, which each have their own set of tools that we can use. And if I select off of the apple here, let me see if I might have to select below it here. There we go. Those two tabs disappear. So they are part of contextual tabs. As I mentioned before, when I'm not working on the picture, I don't need picture formatting tools. When I'm selecting the picture, I do need those tools for this specific picture. So those are some of the contextual tabs there. Within the tabs, we also have something interesting that we should note, are these galleries. So galleries are an area that give you a little preview of what the document might look like when you change to that style. A great example of this is in the Design tab under next to the Themes here. We can see that we have lots of different built-in styles and themes that we can quickly change to, and we know exactly what they're going to look like because we have these little previews. The next item down on this window is the document itself. Right now we're in the print preview mode, so it's going to show you essentially what the document's going to look like when we print it out. But it's not precisely there. There's a couple extra things, like right now I have formatting characters on, this little backwards P guy sitting right there in the corner, and that does not actually print. That's called a non-printing character. So there are some slight differences between how it's going to look on this screen versus when you print it out, but it is all there. At the very bottom of the window, we have a few extra informational things in what's called the status bar. So down in the status bar, we have things like the number of pages, the number of words in the document, and even the spell check. So all of that's down in the bottom left-hand corner, and the spell check will give you grammar and spelling errors. Next, we have the focus mode. So focus mode is going to get rid of a lot of the tools and other things. It's going to totally get us out of here. We can close out of the focus mode by hitting the restore down button and clicking out of focus. So that will bring us back to our normal mode. We also have the reading mode, which will get rid of a lot of the distractions. I prefer reading mode over the focus mode because it's a great way to be able to still edit your document and also read through it and not be distracted by all the other things. We have the print preview mode, which we already went over, and the web layout mode, which we're not going to use in this class. The last item over all the way to the right in the bottom of the status bar is the zoom in and out. This is great for sometimes if you want to look at an entire document, or if you need to zoom in and make a small change or a small adjustment to an image or the placement of text. So it gives you lots of variation in the way that you can view a document down in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the Word interface in Windows. There's a little quiz down below. Go ahead and take that. You have up to 2 attempts. It will keep your highest score. I'll see you guys on the next one.